I burned through a scary amount of cache testing pretty much every AI video generator you've seen hyped this year. And here's the honest takeaway I wish someone had told me up front. Different models are great for different moments, but none of them handle the part that actually grows your channel or your store. Generating a cool shot is fun. Shipping a week of high retention on-brand shorts that post themselves on time is the job. So I'm going to show you what to use where, and then I'll show you how I plug everything into Vizard so the content doesn't just sit on my drive looking pretty. Let's set expectations. If your goal is to explore looks, test styles, and prototype a hero shot, go play. Keep your prompts simple, respect the model's strengths, and don't blow credits trying to force movie-length arcs into 5 seconds. But when you've got even one halfway decent master or a stitched draft, that's when Vizard takes over. It finds the stop scroll beats, trims the fluff, builds captions you can read on a dim phone, keeps your brand consistent, and auto-posts across TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn. It's the last mile nobody talks about, and it's where the growth happens. I'll give you the fast tour of how I generate, but I'm not going to drown you in knobs. Halo-style image-to-video tools are clutch when you already have a strong still. Product hero, character close, pack shot, and you just need motion. A slow push-in, some particles, a camera roll. Seed-style multi-shot models are awesome if you want 3 angles in one go and decent character consistency. The budget workhorses are great when you need volume and your scenes aren't insane. Use negative prompts to dodge the usual glitches and you'll get plenty of usable B-roll. Audio-native models are cool for adding bark whoosh dialogue vibes. But remember, the sound is not what gets you saved, posted, and seen every day. It's hooks, pacing, readable captions, and a schedule. You can also relight, add rain, remove objects, or even swap backgrounds in an editor. Those effects are fun and occasionally clutch, but they're expensive to iterate into oblivion. Get what you need, then get out. The point is, you can generate almost any look today. That's not the bottleneck. So here's the way I turn that chaos into a content system that actually compounds. I make a short master, 25 to 40 seconds, out of the best stuff I've got. 1 bold opener, 2 or 3 proof beats, and a clean CTA. I write 3 versions of the first line and say them out loud. If a friend wouldn't stop scrolling at that sentence, I don't use it. Then I drag that one master into Vizard and hit auto-editing viral clips. This is where the magic starts. Vizard reads the words and the visuals, grabs the lines that stop thumbs, clean claims, do this instead, reframes, fast how-to beats, little cliffhanger tags, and deletes all the dead weight. It converts to vertical without chopping mouths, dodges platform UI and watermark zones, and spits out a tray of cuts I actually want to post. From one master, I usually walk away with 8 to 12 shorts. That's a week of content done in one sitting. And captions. This is where most people quietly lose. Half your views happen with sound off on a bus, on a cracked screen at 30% brightness. Vizard's captions are syllable synced to your voice, which means the text breathes with your delivery. I set my style once, a bold sans, high contrast color with a thin stroke so it still reads on bright footage, and safe zones so text doesn't sit on the mouth or butt into the progress bar. Vizard breaks lines on phrase boundaries like a real editor, not mid-word like a robot. I highlight 1 to 3 keywords per sentence max so it feels like emphasis, not a ransom note. I save that as my caption preset, apply it to the whole batch, and now everything looks edited, not auto-dumped. Branding takes maybe 2 minutes. I toggle a progress bar and color match it to my palette, park a small logo in the corner, and attach a 3-second outro bumper with a soft CTA. I save that as a template. Now every clip inherits the same polish. Your grid stops looking like 6 different freelancers stitched it together and starts feeling like a brand. Then I stop trusting my memory. Vizard's content calendar is where I map the week. I drag my 8 to 12 clips into the calendar and set a rhythm that people subconsciously learn. Monday, bold claim. Tuesday, do this instead. Wednesday, mini story. Thursday, objection buster. Friday, social proof, or a price nudge. I flip auto schedule, and Vizard posts to TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn at the right times for my audience. If a trend hits or a timely hook lands in my lap, I drag that clip to the top. The rest, auto reshuffle, so nothing gets lost in the shuffle. If I'm working with a team, comments live right on the timeline. Shorter open, bigger captions, swap the CTA. And if we rewrite a soft opener in the transcript, the cut updates automatically. Version history keeps ABs clean. Goodbye, final v6.move. Let's anchor it in a weekend plan you can actually run. Saturday morning, pick your generator of choice and write 3 cast-style prompts. Character, action, setting, time. Don't overcomplicate it. 1 killer opener, 1 proof shot, and 1 payoff. Iterate at low res so you don't cry over credits. Keep your vibe descriptors consistent. Lens feel, lighting, direction, contrast. So the set doesn't look like 6 different cameras. Collect your favorites and stitch a 30-ish second master. Write 3 openers and pick the sharpest one. Export. Saturday afternoon, move to Vizard, import the master, hit auto-editing viral clips. Skim the suggestions and select 8 to 12 cuts that start strong and end clean. Set captions once. Bold font, high contrast highlight, thin stroke, safe zones on. Break lines where a human would breathe. Highlight 1 to 3 keywords per sentence. Turn on the progress bar, drop your logo, and add a 3-second outro bumper. Save as a brand template and apply to the batch. Sunday, drag those clips into the content calendar. Lay out the week, bold claim Monday, do this instead. Tuesday, story Wednesday, objection Thursday, social proof Friday. Flip auto schedule to your platforms. You just built a week of content without staring at a timeline all Sunday night. Next weekend, don't go hunting new tools yet. Open Vizard and check 3 numbers only. First 3-second completion, saves per 1,000 views, and click through to your full video or product page. If a clip dies in the first 2 seconds, rewrite that 1-sentence opener and recut it. If a clip gets saved a lot, copy its caption emphasis pattern into your next batch. Maybe verbs up front worked, maybe you highlighted the number and it popped, maybe the line breaks made it feel punchy. Rinse and repeat. That's how you compound reach without burning yourself out. A few little habits that make this unfairly effective. When you record VO or talk to camera, leave half a beat of silence before your first line so the opener cut feels invisible. Record in segments, one idea every 20 to 60 seconds, so Vizard has clean beats to grab. Test your caption style outside at noon on a dim phone. If you can read it there, you're safe anywhere. Lock your aesthetic for at least a month. Constantly changing fonts and colors makes your profile feel chaotic and quietly taxes trust. And because you'll ask, here's how the use the right tool, then Vizard flow looks across common scenarios. Product demo or UGC style ad, generate a top-down ingredient drop, macro button press, clean under tap, and a pack shot with price. Stitch a 30-second master. Vizard turns it into shorts where each clip sells a single idea. Blend anywhere, for real. 2-second clean, no excuses. Charge once, use all week. Under $49 with free shipping. Auto schedule across platforms. Next week, double down on whatever opener spiked first 3-second completion. Thought leadership or tutorial. Record a 3-5-minute riff or zoom. Don't over-edit. Vizard finds the crisp claims and how-to beats, cuts a handful of shorts, captions them in your style, and posts them on rhythm. You'll actually stick to a cadence because the calendar does the remembering. Visual mood pieces. Generate abstract loops, relights, or VFX blooms. They look great but often say nothing. In Vizard, add captions that explain the takeaway in human language and anchor the vibe to a value. Suddenly, the pretty loop is shareable and save-worthy. If you're tempted to stay in the generator and just try one more variation, I get it, but those tools optimize for creative range and fidelity, not for retention or consistency. Spamming more takes of a soft opener burns credits. Fixing the opener, syncing captions to your voice, and shipping on schedule is what moves watch time, saves, and revenue. That's Vizard's lane. So here's the play, no fluff. Generate to explore. Vizard to ship. Use whatever you like to conjure 2 or 3 strong moments. Build a short master. Drop it into Vizard. Hit auto-editing viral clips, set your captions and brand template once, and schedule the week. Check 3 numbers next week, rewrite soft openers, and keep going. If you want me to sanity check your first batch, I'll happily run it end-to-end and send back watch time curves, first 3-second completion, saves per 1,000, click through, and the exact opener rewrites I'd test. But honestly, you've got everything you need. The Edge isn't the fanciest model anymore. It's a system that gets seen, saved, and scheduled while you sleep. That's why Vizard sits at the center of my stack.